What's your most hyped game right now? GTA 6? Oh, was it Silk Song? Phantom Blade Zero, maybe? I'm Chinese? No. The game I'm talking about was on this level of hype, and now it reached this level of hype. It's unreal, and people are so wrong when they describe what they see. You have to go deeper, man. And that's what I will do today. Don't go anywhere. I'm going unhinged wannabe game designer, bro. Trust me, Salami, I'm going wild. It was announced 5 years ago, and now we got over half an hour of almost uninterrupted gameplay that showcases everything. That game is 007 First Light. If you think you know what you saw, no. You don't. If you thought, oh, it's basically just another Hitman, you are incorrect, sir. I rewatched this shit on slow motion, frame by frame, by hitting the dot button on YouTube. I'm a hacker. Call me 00 Windows. I have over 1,000 hours in the Hitman trilogy, and I'm telling you, this game throws so many curveballs into the formula, it will be a fundamentally different game. Much more free and more restrictive at the same time. I will prove this. I will bring this. It might not be better, but it won't be Hitman. By the end of this video, you will agree, or you will be banned. Going in. I will peel this argumentation like an onion. I will get deeper and deeper into the core ingredients of this batter, because there's one giant aspect people are not considering. But let's start off simple. Layer 1. To be fair, I do understand why so many people are calling this just another Hitman game. It's still IO interactive, and all the similarities on the surface are there. No doubt, no discussion. But Susi, Bond default walks just like Agent 47. Many UI elements are basically ported over. You have enforcers with a dot over their head, and I do believe they wanted us to draw parallels just by what they chose to show. Think about it. Crawling up a pipe, turning on a faucet or a radio for distraction. Come on, that's Hitman 101, bro. There's pickpocketing and we can lock people behind closed doors, but the entire mission they showcased is super reminiscent of the Paris level from 2016. If that's all you saw and your brain switched off, I get it, but my friend, you missed out because we're heading one layer deeper. Join me. Layer 2. Hitman was a very free game in concept. You are dropped onto a location and off you go. I love it. But when it comes to the moment-to-moment gameplay, it's actually very limited. It is. I know we got like 10,000 different weapons we can pick up, but let's be honest. Whether you use a shovel or a hammer, what's the difference? Some lethal, some not. Bottom line, enemy goes sleep. Other than that, you can shoot people or throw stuff to distract. In general though, my fellow Hitman lovers, you know this and you love this, and so do I. But let's not kid ourselves, okay? The Hitman games are a lot about waiting and silently following. We put something into place and then we wait until our target has finally reached that point. Hitman is a slow game, unless you do schizo speedruns.
Oh my goodness. I did it.
And this was massively overhauled for 007. IO Interactive wants to give us a lot more agency in the moment as the character. You see those 3 gauges? That's battery, science, or whatever, and instinct. Your gadgets are marked either in green or blue, depending on what resource they use. And just think about the options here, okay? We can disable devices from a distance, put people to sleep from a distance, hack things, smoke bombs, distract. When we get caught in a restricted area, we can use up our instinct to bluff.
Oi, I need to find Saunders. There's a chance the suspect is dressed as security.
Lure enemies or enable slow motion. What can Agent 47 do in the moment? Nothing. And that's the beauty of it, okay? That's what that game should be about, but you gotta understand that this will feel so much faster. So many more options that can happen with the click of a button. Less endlessly searching for the right item. You just go. Which takes us to layer 3. The gunplay and the action in Hitman was dog shit. Let's just call it what it is, okay? But it never bothered me because I barely engaged with those systems in the first place. But James Bond needs to be able to fight and shoot. And holy shit, did they up the quality here. Man. The gunplay looks super punchy and so does the close combat. It's a little bit too focused on grabs and throws for some reason, and the animations are iffy at times, but I really enjoy the environmental takedowns. You can slide over cars, shoot to disarm enemies, you can even catch their weapon as they drop and throw empty guns at them. I generally love this approach of forcing the player to constantly switch weapons. It forces the player to engage with the different mechanics instead of mindlessly staying in cover. The age of cover shooters is over, okay? Deal with it. We have tons of destructible environments which look crazy to me, and this might be a good spot to insert one of my biggest concerns. It's actually crazy to me that they dared to show off this game in this state. Maybe you caught it. Wow. There are moments when the frame rate drops to single digits, man. Don't get me wrong, I love what I saw here, but at times my face when I was watching like this, like God damn. This was recorded on a PS5 Pro. Yikes. They really have to get that shit under control. This is unacceptable to me. Brother, God, it looks like the game is falling apart sometimes. But now we get to layer 4. Now comes the slam dunk home run. Baseball. This is the biggest realization I had and what so many people are not considering when they call this Hitman but with action. In Hitman, you can approach almost every mission however you like. That won't be possible in 007 First Light. That's why at the start I call this game more free and more restrictive. Listen up. It's more free in the sense that we have more mechanics to engage with, like action and close combat, but it's more restrictive in the sense that this game will strictly separate this from this. James Bond does not willy-nilly kill civilians. Like in Scarface, you can kill pedestrians. Tony says don't be a cockroach, you hassa. So we will not be able to just pull our gun out right here and go I guarantee you that. I don't, but half. We cannot turn this gameplay into this gameplay whenever we want. The game will decide that for us. The infiltration parts of a mission are going to feel quite a bit more scripted and conversation based. Meeting the right people, sneaking around an area, finding a keycard, listening to certain conversations. It will be a more traditional stealth game. What I found highly suspicious is this part right here. We managed to distract guards and climb into the building, get caught right away, and Bond just makes up an excuse.
What? Ken Banks, penetration tester. I need to have a stern word with your manager.
Good to have you on the team.
Not the bluff ability. I believe this is scripted. No choice. And that does worry me a little bit. 007 First Light might keep us on rails significantly more than what we're used to from Hitman. Because it wants to be a more cinematic experience. Because it wants to tell a story. Because it wants things to escalate whenever the story demands it, not when the player messes up. When things do go wrong, and now it gets more interesting, we can engage in close combat, which is awesome. And once we take care of it, we get this screen here, situation contained, meaning we were not compromised. I would go a step further even and say that we are going to get hard gated. I'm talking about a straight up game over screen when we cause an alarm. I can't think of another solution. And I don't necessarily mind that. Splinter Cell Chaos Theory did the same thing, and sometimes that's just what you have to do to make the player play the game as intended. If you get caught while sneaking in and cause a fist fight that alarms the whole area, how is that going to fit in with the story? It can't. That's why it has to contain you. They don't show that we can change disguises like in Hitman, and honest to God, I hope we can't. That would make it too similar to Hitman. I want this to be its own distinct thing. We might not even be able to move bodies. I was looking for that prompt in the trailer the whole time, but I couldn't find it. Same thing here. Doesn't have to be a bad thing, just means we have to act and plan accordingly. And layer 4 goes even deeper. Man, I'm enjoying filming my videos like this. It's really weird. The same rules apply the other way around. When they show the start of the action sequence, we are not given the opportunity to go sneaky. Look at it. Bond drops down, gets spotted right away, the action starts. And I firmly believe that it will not be possible to relocate and hide. Look at all the explosive barrels. Look at how the location is structured. It only goes forward. Typical level design for action games. Highly scripted and over the top. All of it looks awesome, but I just want to highlight what type of game we're looking at here. This is not Hitman, where you may have been free in your approach, but not all the ingredients were of high quality. Now they decided to just keep them strictly separated. It is very hard to make a game where stealth and action flow into each other seamlessly, like in MGS5 or The Last of Us 2. If you can't get that right, I don't mind this approach. And that's why, and I'm almost done here, I promise, I analyzed the fuck out of this trailer, I'm telling you. Okay, and that's why I believe they added a third type of gameplay loop to balance this out and give the impression of freedom. Occasionally, we see that we are given a license to kill, and I think this will happen within contained spaces of a level when there are no civilians in that contained space. So, to summarize, we got 3 types of situations. No killing, only killing, and the freedom to kill, so to speak. Think of classic video game stealth segments. Things can escalate, but they don't have to. We can also take them out quietly if we want. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes my TED Talk for today. I think I made my point. If you still believe this is basically Hitman, I gotta say, I believe you just haven't played the Hitman games a lot. There are parallels, for sure, tons on the surface, but the game design approach is very different. Not saying it'll be good though, okay? Before people, just saying different. Oh yes, I didn't talk about the driving segments because number 1, the whole driving up to the location is just an intro. That's not playable, 100%. And the fast-paced driving segments, I am pretty sure are gonna be very short and also highly scripted. You can even see how the car physics are adjusted to maintain player flow and all the trucks driving in your way. This is, yeah, come on. These are just quick little high-intensity intermissions to spice up the gameplay a bit and to pay homage to previous Bond games that all featured moments like that. So, That's it. So, that's it for today. Thank you so much. Sure. If you enjoyed this video, check out my Hollow Knight Silk Song gameplay. Yee! Thank you.